Hey folks, this is Jake Davis bringing you a wrestling recap this morning. I'd like to talk about last night's WWE's NXT versus NXT UK Worlds Collide. You alright, dog? Yeah, this is live from Houston, Texas, and this is what we're getting. Instead of a takeover is going to be next month. It's going to be its own major Sunday night event. I'm really stoked for that. I'm in Portland. So, this was part of Royal Rumble weekend, which is tonight. I'm going to be stoked, so I'm going to hurry up and shoot this before I get to work today, because damn sure I ain't going to have time to shoot it after work, because I will be rumbling. Anyhow, opening match is Finn Balor versus Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov is that Judge Doom looking little motherfucker. This is a really good competitive match. The crowd definitely isn't into Dragunov, despite Balor being a strong heel right now. He's definitely the bigger star, and the crowd doesn't seem to much give a shit about Dragunov early in the match. He eventually does get them behind him, get some support just from really playing into the baby face and the resilience and the toughness. Eventually, it's all for naught. He gets coup de grace, he gets paradigm shift, or the 1916 DDT, or the Impaler, baby. That was the best title for that DDT. He gets dropped with that, gets racked up. Finn Balor obviously picks up the opening win to this, going into his big match with Johnny Gargano in Portland. A match I'm very much looking forward to. A match that's been properly nurtured over the last few months. Almost kind of wish it would just save it for WrestleMania, because they've been such a good job being patient building up to the match. Why blow off so soon before the big show? Next up, then we have this interview at ringside between the finalists of the Dusty Rhodes and the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament Classic. It's the Grizzled Young Veterans versus the Bruiserweights of Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. Really great. Both teams are at ringside, and the girls commentating about it. It feels like a very old school kind of promo. The guys all four guys just do a great job of hyping up their match they got coming this Wednesday, plus hyping up their individual teams, plus really getting over each other's partners. It's just all around a good promo, and the winners of this match are going to fight the Undisputed Air for the tag team titles, most likely at TakeOver. But that's not confirmed. Next up is a fatal four-way match for the World Cruiserweight Championship. It is champion Angel Garza defending against Isaiah Swerve Scott, Travis Banks, and Jordan Devlin. What's really cool about this match is that all four guys are from different countries. So it really became like this patriotic battle. Each guy not only fighting to become the Cruiserweight Champion, but defending the honor of their nation. That was kind of cool. You got Isaiah, who's American. You got the champion Angel, who's Mexican. You got Jordan Devlin, who's Irish, and you got the Hobbit fucker, Travis Banks, who's New Zealand. Good match. There's lots of just crazy, insane, fast-paced spots. There's a great spot early in the match where Garza goes to rip off his pants and gets blocked. He gets 3 super kicks at the same time. That was great. There's this wonderful spot where Swerve does this dive over the top rope, lands in like a head spring on the apron, and just kind of like rolls onto his feet. It was so smooth. So cool looking. Great spot where Devlin Irish whips Travis Banks from the ground, and Banks just hops right up and catches him in a Canadian destroyer, which was amazing. And Devlin lands upside down with his legs up against the ropes. Oh, lots of great visuals in this match. Lots of great athletics and visual selling. The finish came where Devlin hits his some badass looking backbreaker on Kiwi, and got the pin, become the new Cruiserweight Champion. Devlin's a terrific wrestler, had great matches last year with guys like Finn Balor, and this was a surprise win to me, but at the same time, mainly because you rarely see a heel drop a title to another heel. But it was, I'm support. I like this title change. Devlin's a good wrestler. This is a good boost for him. I think he could be a good fit for the Cruiserweight Championship, even though the poor bastard was born without shoulders. Backstage, we got wait, go backstage here? I don't know. Next up is a tag team match. We got DIY, the reunited DIY, taking on Mustache Mountain. And this is kind of a problem with this pay-per-view, except for the Cruiserweight match we just saw, which was two heels and two faces. The dynamic of like the entire show is almost like face versus face, heel versus heel. This match is face versus face, and all four guys are just great. Super over, really, really, really fucking selling their shit. Again, everybody's putting over everybody else in this match. It's a terrific match. There's lots of great tag team shit, lots of crowd interaction, lots of slow it down and pick it back up kind of momentum in the match. You know, and of the four guys involved, you know, I said before, I think both Travis Bate and Johnny Gargano, these are some great babyface characters of our time. They have the potential to be up there with guys like Kofi and Ray Jr. and Ricky Steamboat and Brett as some of the greatest babyfaces in wrestling history if they're treated properly. And then you got, you know, Tommaso Ciampa, who's just, I mean, I love Ciampa, the Sicilian psychopath. He's so vicious and so brutal. And as I was saying last night, you know, everybody has their own kind of skills, you know, whether it's being great at selling, whether it's being great at talking. Tommaso Ciampa has the rare ability to be legitimately intimidating and scary in that ring. I mean, he's just so intense. You don't want to fuck with this guy. If you were crossing the street, and if you were walking the sidewalk at night, and this dude was about 20 yards ahead of you, you'd cross the fucking street. He's a scary man. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, there's lots of back and forth, lots of craziness. The finish of this comes with, they're able to keep Bate out of the ring long enough for DIY to hit the double whammy on Travis and on Trent 7, and, yeah, and Ciampa gets the pin. Great match, double handshake after the match, respect, the crowd ate this shit up. This was the best match of the night and an early contender for best match of the year. This is what that's the match everybody tonight going into WrestleMania, all the way to the build to WrestleMania, is going to have to, you know, strive to do better than. This was a terrific matchup. We get highlights of Keith Lee winning the North American Championship last Wednesday night. Yes, they didn't forget about Keith. And they got and they're like showing the other stars are in attendance, as they usually do at NXT shows. We see Dakota Kai at ringside, and bam, she's blindsided by Tegan Knox. Oh, fuck yeah. These two girls start brawling the crowd. They fall into the ringside area. Security has to split them up. It's absolutely fucking great. This is another situation, Tegan and Dakota. This has been nurtured and building since you know, it kind of started at War Games with the betrayal and the heel turn with Dakota. And this is really cool. I hope we get a solid, legit, like, street fight between these ladies. That'd be so cool to me. Next up, we got the Women's Championship match. Rhea Ripley defending against Toni Storm. Both girls are faces, but the whole story behind this is that around this time last year, Toni Storm beat Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. To me, there's really not much to say here. The girls had a good match, a good back and forth, but between, I mean, the high energy spot fest of the last three matches going into, like, lots of energy, lots of big moves, and lots of slow it down, pick it back up kind of stuff. Very, it seemed to be the kind of UK, Japanese style wrestling that you don't really get to see a lot in WWE. They're going for a lot of that last night. When we got to the women's, it's not that the girls weren't good. It's not like the match was bad, because it wasn't. It just, it was your chance to catch your breath. And that's about it. Good match. No problems with it. We do get this, we do get Johnny Gargano getting jumped in the back by Finn Balor. They gotta break him up and separate him and shit. It's hell of it's, like I said, they're building up to that. That's gonna be cool. Balor and Gargano, that's month in Portland. I'm gonna see it. Now, so good. Main event time. 8-man tag team match. We have Imperium, which is Alexander Wolf, Fabian Eichner, Marcel Bartel, and the UK champion, Walter, taking on the Undisputed Air, which is Roderick Strong, the NXT Tag Champions, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Red Dragon, and the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, Adam Cole, baby. There's no way getting around it. The most important thing about this match is the very, very scary botch that happened early in the match. You go for a double whammy. Alexander Wolf takes a super kick from Bobby Fish in the chin. He is knocked out intentionally and removed from the match. Now, because of this, the obvious heels, Imperium, or the de facto heels, become de facto face because of the man disadvantage. And the crowd gets behind them right away. Plus, the crowd really fucking liked Walter. Now, this was a great match. In a lot of ways, almost match of the night, but there was no getting around the fact that so many spots had to be remaneuvered and reworked out with the man down. You could just tell there's lots of miscommunication. There's lots of waiting on guys. There's a lot of loud calling spots. But I don't hold any of that against this match because, like I said, these guys had to work with a man short. There's no way getting around it. You've seen Royal Rumble matches where somebody fucks up, a guy gets eliminated earlier, and it throws off the momentum and the communication for the whole match because what was planned is now off. And that's a match with 30 guys. This is only 8. You know, it's just as devastation. It still doesn't change the fact that it was a great match, terrific match, a lot of hard hitting shit. The finish came with Walter hit Bobby Fish with a running dropkick in the corner, and then a power bomb where he put literal bounces like all his weight on him, like he's fucking him. And they get the win. The show's goes off the air with a recap of the whole night's events, and telling the fans to be sure to tune in tomorrow night for the Rumble. I just thought this was a really good show. I give it an 8. It's there's just no getting around the injury in the main event. You know, I'm not saying I wasn't into it, or I'm not saying I didn't love the match because it was a great match, but yeah, I was worried about Alexander Wolf, and I'm still worried about him. Right before I started shooting this video, still all we know for sure is he has a confirmed concussion. I hope the guy's all right, man. That was a scary injury. You know, fucking concussions are fucking serious. I've had one. So I went with my wife last night. She said fucking 3. Poor thing. But yeah, man. Anyhow, hope y'all like this video. I gotta get dressed, go to work, and probably should shave. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.